All right, so I was going to do a Thanksgiving thing this week, but I'll do that towards the end of the week. But somebody wrote me in and they wanted to know, hey, I like a lot of beef. You do a lot of stuff with just vegetables, but how about a little bit of beef in there? I'm like, perfect. I got the perfect recipe for you. It is an asparagus, because you got to get your vegetable servings in there. That's all part of the process. It's all portion control. That's what you want to keep focused on, is the portions for the NuVal thing, because all the NuVal score is a portion size. So when we talk about sirloin, you're talking about 3 or 4 ounces is a portion for sirloin. So I went and got this sirloin, $8.99 a pound. Also asparagus, that was $4.99 for, or actually $3.99 for the bunch. This was at the Westfield Main Street Big Y. And so what I did was I just cut up the asparagus kind of in 3 sections. So you have the whole bunch. I just cut it up in 3 sections. Tossed up a little bit of extra virgin olive oil, which we have over here. This is our Olivari. This is one of my favorite ones. That's a NuVal score of 18 for that. I just kind of tossed it in just maybe a tablespoon full of olive oil. And I took the sirloin, and it's really only about an ounce of sirloin. You're not really using a whole lot. You pound it very, very thin. You get your cutting board and you get your meat pounder and you just start pounding it out so it kind of gets nice and thin. That way you actually have more volume of food, even though you're eating a lot less, which is really cool. So you take the asparagus after you've chopped it up and you wrap it up in the sirloin, and just put some toothpicks in it to keep it in place. A little salt, sea salt and pepper on the outside. I love this coarse sea salt. You can get a grinder as well to kind of grind it up if you like it a little bit more fine, but you only need a little bit around the outside. You don't want to get too much salt in there. It's too much sodium. And you put it on a baking sheet. Oven 350 for 12 minutes, which if you want it a little bit more cooked, you might want to go a few extra minutes. I kind of like mine a little bit more on the red pinkish side, but that's just me. And when it finally comes out, here's what we got. Delicious. A little bit of chopped garlic in there too. That's a NuVal score of 91. Now, you don't want it to be a little dry, so we did a balsamic reduction sauce. And that's really easy to do too. You take a package of Big Y sliced mushrooms. They're 2 for $3 this week. NuVal score 96. And you kind of saute them up with some garlic in a saucepan. And you take about a 1/4 cup of balsamic vinegar. And you kind of just mix it around, let it simmer a little bit. And then you take about 2 tablespoons worth of cream. And that kind of gives it this creamy balsamic vinegar sauce. Looks delicious, it tastes delicious, and it's actually, you know, pretty healthy as far as sauces go. You're not getting like a whole lot of saturated fats or anything like that. The cream, you're using very little. You're only using 2 tablespoons, and then you just kind of want to, let's see if we can plate one of these. And just take a little bit. Again, it's all about portion control, portion size. Of course, you want to take the toothpicks out before you eat it. You don't want to get the toothpicks in your mouth that way. And if you want to, the gorgonzola cheese, any crumbled gorgonzola cheese is about a NuVal score of about 22. You can actually just kind of sprinkle it on there. So we'll have a Thanksgiving thing this week. If you want to know more, you can follow along with NuVal with Nagel at rock102.com. Best sales week after week. Make sure you're using the Express Savings Club card. And again, we'll be doing pumpkin pancakes for Thanksgiving.